Hello, class, and welcome to week 3 already of our class. So with week 3, we're continuing from what we learned about last week, which was student services and campus policies. Remember that you can always go back to the previous week's module if you need to review any information, like watching the lecture again or looking at any kind of the reading or other resources I provide. For week 3, remember you always start at the beginning of the module. You're going to continue learning about student services and campus resources available at Los Angeles Mission College. You have your tasks to complete listed here with your reading. Remember to always click next at the bottom of the page. You'll read through the learning objectives. You'll be doing your reading from the LA Mission catalog, which you can click here and look at. And this week, your first major project is due, which is your student services project, which I had posted the instructions for last week. So hopefully you got started on it. Now, this is a big project, so you really want to make sure you do it. It's 100 points, and you're going to have 3 major projects throughout the semester. So it's good to do a little bit each day. Now, even though it's worth a lot of points, it's not a difficult project. So I went over the instructions on last week's lecture, but I'm going to go through them again. And again, if you have any questions that come up throughout the week, please email me or send me a Canvas message through inbox. So for the student services project, it's due on Sunday, March 13th by 11:59 p.m. Instructions. For this assignment, you will use the information from our lecture and the Student Services website and the LA Mission College catalog to identify at least 3 student services that will enhance your attainment of your educational objective. Ultimately, you are going to research the different student support services available at LA Mission College and then select at least 3 student services that you plan to utilize at LA Mission College to ensure your success as a college student. So in last week's lecture, I did a PowerPoint, which you can look at the week 2 lecture again if you need to get refreshed on it or want to look at it again. It's available in the week 2 module. And I went through all the different student services available. You also can utilize this website, which if you click on the link, takes you directly to the LA Mission College Student Services online website. And all these tabs have amazing information. Say that you want to learn about financial aid, you can click on here, and not only is it the information on this first page, but all of these have drop down pages. So if you want to learn about what types of financial aid are available, you can look at that. You can look at what it takes to be eligible. If you want to learn about, say, the Learning Resource Center, you can click on here. You can learn what they provide, look at their subject schedules. So part of this project is for you to really look at what kind of student services are going to be the best support for you in your academic journey. So for some of us, we might really need the Learning Resource Center because we need help with tutoring. For some of us, we might need DSPS because that's going to be if you have any kind of disability, whether learning or physical or psychological, this is going to be your go-to service, right? They're going to help you find accommodations. They're going to be your go-to counselors. You can learn about the resources that they provide. For other things, Transfer Center, if your goal is to transfer to a university, that's going to be one of your go-to counseling offices, and so on. So this really is a great resource and really easy to go through. The information, like I said, is also in the lecture from last week and also in your reading in the LA Mission catalog. But I really do like this website as well because it's very interactive and it helps you to get used to how to navigate the college website and find the resources and support that you need, depending on what you need. Another example, if you're an undocumented or AB 540 student, the Dream Resource Center is going to be a great student service for you because they're going to have tons of resources for you in terms of assistance with immigration, legal issues, the DREAM Act application, which is financial aid available for dreamers, and so forth. And like I said, you can look through all these different tabs. So you want to use that website as well as what you did from the reading and the lecture from last week to figure out which 3 student services you want to write about in your project and that are going to help you specifically. So part 1 of the project is that you're going to identify and describe at least 3 student services at Los Angeles Mission College. Once you pick those 3, you're going to describe the type of services and or assistance that particular department provides students. That's the first part of the assignment. The second part of the assignment is that you're going to describe how each service will support your career and educational goals specifically. So you're going to be specific and use details to explain how each of the student services you have chosen will help you to succeed as you work towards accomplishing your career and educational goals through higher education. So this part 2 is where you connect exactly how those 3 student services that you're writing about, how they're going to help you specifically with your goals. So it's all about you. It's all about figuring out, okay, what student services and campus resources are going to be most helpful for me. What kind of services do they provide? And how are they specifically going to help me in my academic journey through higher education? So this assignment must be a minimum of 1 page, typed double-spaced 12-point Times New Roman font. Make sure to proofread for spelling and grammar errors. Write incomplete sentences and organize your paper by using at least 2 to 3 paragraphs. Type your assignment using Microsoft Word or Google Docs, and then save it as a PDF and upload it in the assignment submission box below. If you need help, I should do student view. Oh, it's not gonna let me do student view, excuse me. Okay, if you need help learning how to submit the PDF, this is a little tutorial video at the bottom of the instructions that will show you. And then if you want to know exactly how to get those full 100 points, I have a rubric here that explains exactly how you can get your full 100 points. So again, this is a big point project, but it's not, hopefully not a challenging project. If you have any questions along the way, please reach out to me. We're going to go forward in the module. Also this week, as usual, you have a discussion due every Sunday. And because this is an online class, the discussion is a time for you to be able to interact with your classmates and reflect on the information that you're learning that week. So this discussion is going to be super easy because you basically can take the information that you're using in your student services project and put it into the discussion. So for your student services project, you identified 3 different student services that you will use to assist you as you work towards your educational goal. For discussion 3, you will choose one of those student services that you focused on, and you will share information with classmates. Answer the following questions in your discussion post. What is the name of the student service you chose to write about? What resources/services does this department provide students? Why did you choose this student service, and how will this student service department assist and benefit you during your educational journey? Be specific and provide details. So basically, you can take one part of your paper, one of the student services, and this is all the same questions that are asked in your project, and you're putting into the discussion. And the reason I want you to do this in the discussion as well, it's a little bit repetitive, but again, it's a way for you to learn a bit more about the student services that are available to you. And then also taking a look at what other classmates are choosing and how those departments are assisting them. And maybe, you know, you never thought of that, or maybe there's a department that you hadn't focused on and that you can learn about. Remember that to get your full points, you do have to respond to 2 other classmates' posts. So you write your own post answering these questions, and then you respond to 2 other classmates. I do recommend that you post your initial response by Friday evening at 11:59 p.m. because then that gives you the weekend to reply to at least 2 classmates by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. When you reply, always type the name of the classmate you're responding to and your name at the bottom of the message. Make sure to use proper grammar and punctuation in this college level course in all correspondence. Please avoid text or Twitter speak when corresponding. Include the following in your reply to your classmates. Do you have questions about the student service your classmate chose? Do you think that student service will also be beneficial for you? Why or why not? So these are questions to answer when you're responding to your classmates. Then you have the week 3 module wrap up. So that's what's coming up for this week, a continuation from last week. So helping you kind of catch up with learning about the student resources. Again, you can always go back and watch the week 2 recorded lecture if you need to review something that I covered from last week. You have both your student services project and a discussion due on Sunday, March 13th. So you really want to make sure that you are doing a little bit of work each day. I also want to make sure that you guys are all checking your Canvas on a daily basis. I do send out announcements throughout the week, and sometimes I do send private messages to students. So please, if you haven't checked your inbox, check it to make sure if I've written you that you're getting the information I've written you. I hope you all have a great week. Send me an email or a Canvas message if you have any questions, and I look forward to receiving your assignments. Bye-bye.